Hey, what is up? Sorry about the long hiatus, but we just got back from a cruise on the Carnival Firenze. Now, Firenze means flower or bloom, and this ship was beautiful. It was filled with Italian art and had an Italian theme to it. So, where did we go? We started out in California and then we made our way to Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlán, and then Cabo San Lucas, all in Mexico. Now, the Carnival Firenze, I hope I'm saying that right. There's a little bit of details about the ship. I'm going to be reading it off of this coin here. The gross tonnage is 135,000. The length is 1,061 feet. It has a beam of 122 feet, a cruising speed of 18 knots. The guest capacity is 5,245, and a total staff of 1,424 people. That's a lot of people on the boat. So if it's your first time on a cruise, which it was my fiance Abigail's first time, there's a few things you want to bring. That of some of which is you want to bring some soap, obviously, some cash, a toothbrush, a shampoo for the shower because they don't really put a lot of that stuff in the bathrooms. You should also bring some sunscreen, a rain jacket, some fancy clothes because they're gonna have some dress nights on the boat, different themes. You want to bring your passport if you plan to leave the ship, some seasickness medicine, and also a waterproof bag, something like this, where you can just put your items in because it will rain sometimes. Or, if you want to go on the beach and you want to keep your stuff dry, it's probably a good idea to bring this waterproof bag. Now, some things to be prepared for on this cruise since you're going to Mexico. I'd recommend learning a little bit of Spanish, something to help you get around, to thank people, and to ask, like, where's the bathroom, where's the food, and how to get back to the cruise ship. You should be prepared for a little bit of rain. It's going to get hot and humid as well. Some people had some issues with the humidity in Puerto Vallarta. Obviously, some people got seasick, so you want to bring some seasickness medicine if you feel like you might get sick. Uh, Alcohol also gets confiscated if you buy the alcohol in one of the Mexican towns. They also have a place where you can buy alcohol on the cruise, but they will hold on to it and give you all that back at the end of the day. If you're a big drinker, I would recommend purchasing the drink package. If you plan to drink more than 3 drinks a day, definitely get the drink package because once you go over 3 drinks, it's basically more than the drink package. There, there is an option to purchase Wi-Fi. I personally did not get the Wi-Fi because I just wanted to be present in the moment, which I think was pretty fun. So we didn't have any Wi-Fi available, but you can still install the app and use the app while you're on the boat, and it's going to give you a lot of details about like what's going on, what activities and what excursions you're going to be going on. Another useful thing about the app is it has the ship's time, so whenever you're going on the excursions, you want to get back on the ship at ship time. Another thing I'd recommend is you might want to get like a little RFID protection. So these are kind of like the cards they give you when you enter on the ship, and all of these things you can do on the ship are activated through NFC communication. So if you feel wary about that, you should get an RFID protection wallet so no one can scan your card. But basically, you use this card to get into your room, to scan at the casino, play at the arcade, and even purchase things on the boat. There's a lot of people on the boat, so onloading and offloading definitely takes a while. And yeah, so you want to be prepared for that. There's a lot of people on the boat. When we initially entered the boat and had to go over the stuff about learning about our life jackets and where the emergency boats were. That didn't go too well for us, and that kind of caused panic for Abigail when we were first learning about that. But after a while, we got she kind of got used to it, so we were good to go. The pools on the Carnival Firenze are a little bit small. I wish they were a little bit bigger. Another thing to be aware about is once you're boarding on the ship, they do have drug sniffing dogs that come around. And when we were boarding, there was a family that got pulled over by these dogs. So be aware about that. If it's your first time on the ship or on a cruise and you're worried about debarking when you go to your first town, what I'd recommend is joining one of the insider shopping guide meetings, and the insider shopper, she'll help you with how to debark and where are good places to shop. She only shows you like the touristy areas, so outside of that she doesn't really go deep into that, but she'll show you how to get off the boat and where to go, which is nice. Make sure you download the app because it's gonna be useful. You can use the app without purchasing Wi-Fi, but in order to use it, you need to go onto airplane mode, and then you select the Carnival Wi-Fi, and then they'll give you an option to use the app. So let's go ahead and look at my cabin here. So we were on deck 7, and we had a little balcony, which was pretty cool. And each day they will clean your room and they will put a new towel animal, which is pretty nice. You will also receive mail to your cabin, and inside this mail, you get your excursion tickets and the different activities you might be doing. A few fun things to do on the cruise. Each day, there's an option to get a new trinket for your bracelet. So I had like 4 trinkets. I had a seahorse, but these are my 4 trinkets that I got. Abigail got a lot of trinkets. Do you want to show them your trinkets that you got?
Thank you. I got a few more.
A lot of them. It was a fun daily activity where they would give you a new trinket per day, so the girls really liked that. Other fun activities you can do, there was poker, bingo, outdoor movies at night. And for night people, there's the nightclub, there was a comedy club. Other activities like folding towels was pretty fun. We got to also play in the water park. We ate a lot of nice meals. A lot of it was like Italian themed. We also had a little bit of a sushi place as well. Some areas that we didn't really explore was the spa, the weightlifting, but they also had a fun arcade that I like to play at. And also, you have photographers all around the boat, so make sure you enjoy just getting pictures. You don't have to purchase the pictures, but it's fun just like getting pictures taken by the photographers. So, a few of the excursions I went on, we went to one excursion per city. In Puerto Vallarta, we did the horseback riding in the rainforest, which was later in the day. Initially, since it was our first time debarking, we followed the insider shopping crew into the initial entry point. This is where a lot of the tourists will go shopping. And this is where the Diamonds International is at, which is the insider shopper wants you to shop there. Apparently, you can get the diamonds for cheap. Still pretty expensive, but apparently they're cheaper. We went past this shopping area into the city where in Puerto Vallarta there's a Walmart. So if you forgot any of your necessary items like a toothbrush, this Walmart is a good place to go ahead and buy some of that stuff and stock up on things you might need, like essentials for your cruise. Next to the Walmart, there's this cool little mall that we went to. And inside this mall, it's a nice place you can go shop. I bought a suitcase. We bought some trinkets for the nieces and nephews. And then also in the food court, you can get a nice view of the cruise ship. So later in the day is when we went horseback riding. Initially, the day started out hot and humid. So when we were getting ready to go on the horseback riding excursion, we were thinking about bringing our rain jackets. but decided not to since it seemed a bit hot. But boy, were we wrong. If you're going to the rainforest, bring some rain jackets. I would say if you do the horseback riding in the rainforest, bring a rain jacket and a waterproof bag. If you don't bring that, you might want to put your bag inside the car because your stuff will get wet and you might have valuable things like your passport in there. So here's a few snippets of the horseback riding experience. Obviously, it was raining, but afterwards, you get to eat some food and they serve you tequila and drinks, which was fun. The place is really nice. The people are cool. Some people were a little bit worried about it, but the people are nice and the food's good. One thing I'd recommend is make sure to go to the bathroom before you leave to get back on the boat because the drive back to the boat is a while and a lot of people drank. So a lot of people were holding it in for that ride, which you definitely don't want to do. Now, the next day we went to Mazatlán. We had a nice beach day at one of their resorts. It's called Marina El Cid. This place was nice and they have a bar in the pool for adults, but I found the family area to be a lot more fun because it had a cool water cave and some slides. After that, we went to the beach where you can get to the beach by crossing it on a water taxi. On our return to the ship, we were dropped off in a tourist area, shopping area where you can do a lot of last minute shopping, like get some t-shirts and trinkets, a lot of cool stuff. You can also do a little bit of drinking before you get back on the boat. The last stop was in Cabo San Lucas, and here we did the luxury snorkeling excursion. I wouldn't really call it luxury snorkeling, but the crew was nice, and you get to see some beautiful sights of Cabo San Lucas. So I definitely would recommend it. One thing that was annoying about Cabo San Lucas was after you debark off the ship, there are a lot of salespeople near the dock pestering you to go on tour with them. If you already have a tour scheduled, I'd recommend staying near the dock and not going into the town because you get a lot of these salespeople pestering you to go on excursions. But if you want, you can definitely go in there and walk around. But if not, you already have an excursion planned in place, just go to the meeting area on the dock and just stay there if you want to avoid all the people trying to sell you stuff. So, yeah, in conclusion, overall, I found the cruise to be a fun time and the crew members were super helpful. It's a little bit confusing at first where we should get education on emergencies like setting up your life jackets and the emergency boats and where they were located. This did make it a little bit scary, but once you're at sea, it's not that bad. Um, the food was good. We ate 3 times a day. We also did a bit of the chef's table. The chef's table is something I would recommend. It's pretty cool. You get to go into the kitchen area of the ship and they serve you an 8-course meal that is not found in the other restaurants. So the chef there will make you some really cool meals. Definitely fun experience. The other ship activities were fun. I enjoyed playing the blackjack, and Abigail had fun doing a lot of the shopping and daily activities like charm collecting and the towel folding with the animals. The excursions and visiting the cities was a bit short. The time in each city is a short visit, and some people didn't even leave the boat. Despite this, the view from the boat from each where you view the city where you're docked at is really beautiful. So if you want to just spend all day at the boat and look at the city, it's pretty nice. One thing is debarking on the last day is a little bit chaotic, and there are a lot of people on the ship, so that gets a little crazy. Some other thing was I talked to some people; they were a little bit discouraged of the lack of a nightlife. But Abigail and I were mostly morning people, so wasn't really much of an issue for us. I definitely think this cruise was a good cruise to go on, and it made us excited to go on another cruise in the future. So if you like this content, please like and subscribe to this channel as we plan to make more traveling content in the future. All right, see you later. Bye.